Welcome to Global Challenge 213-216, 4 years of right use of time, right use of mind, and all-out effort to free oneself from a delusional belief system. And I'm Clarity Ross, helping bring this big boost to you. The way to go about it is right affirmation. Now, it's obvious that most of the world is not going to do this. In fact, very few, if any, are going to do this. It's taken me 35 years of study before I was even willing to do this. We have an enormous resistance to it. Why? Because it works. We want to try and have it both ways. We think the safest thing to do is don't offend either God, the real God or the imaginary God. We're not sure which one is going to prevail, so we don't want to offend either one. So we're tiptoeing along and trying to sit on the fence. And when we come up to the affirmations, we say, "Uh-oh, that's really going to get the imaginary God really, really angry at us. We're going to be forsaken. And if we go back home, maybe the imaginary God will find some way to destroy reality and we'll be destroyed." So we don't want to get on its bad side. So we're going to keep on doing stuff that doesn't really work. But we want to please the true God also. So we say to the real God, the God of reality, of love, of truth, of invulnerability, of bliss, of freedom, we say, God, we're really trying really, really, really hard, super, super hard, but, you know, it's just difficult. We're having difficulty, but look how hard we're trying. We're really doing our best. And then we say to the imaginary God of fear, the one that hasn't come yet, the one we're trying to somehow create through our imagination and belief, we say, hey, we haven't really succeeded at going back home. We're still loyal to you here, so don't get at us. So we're trying to have it both ways, and because we're doing that, we don't do the affirmations, because the affirmations actually work. They bring us back home. All right, so knowing that we're very reluctant to do this, most people won't do them, and they'll miss their opportunity, and they'll get sucked into the data-driven world that we have now, and go down with the ship, and they'll have great regrets. However, in the back of their mind, they'll know, oh my gosh, the opportunity was there, and I blew it. I really blew my opportunity. And they'll be very cross with themselves, very angry with themselves, saying, wow, what an idiot I am. I blew my opportunity. I didn't do it. And what happens in the next time, as they cycle through the cycles of this hypothetical scenario of existence, which everyone does until they actually go home. Until one goes home, where are they going to go? They're going to keep trying to search for a home in existence. So, of course, you cycle through birth after birth after birth after birth after birth, yes. And they will kick themselves and say, wow, next time I'm not going to miss my opportunity. And so when the opportunity comes up again, they'll say, I know what to do. Affirmations, I'm going to get with it. I'm not going to mess up again. So really, this situation is setting up the subsequent situation for most people. Most people won't make it this time. That is very evident to me. But the next time around, this is being set up, so at least people can say, hey, the opportunity was there. I didn't take it because I just couldn't. I was trying so hard to be loyal to two gods, one that's real and one's imaginary, that I just couldn't do it. And my result of not doing it, I suffered terribly. It was just absolutely horrible. So I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. And then they will get with it. So that's how it goes. First time, you know, one to measure, one to rake, as they say in baseball. You take a pitch and then you say, okay, next time I'm going to hit this pitch. But we still have to throw the pitch. So here the pitch is affirmations here. The pitch is affirmations. Now, we've talked about the basic affirmation. This tree can't teach the ego anything. This tree doesn't need to be a tree. Instead of this tree, oneness is seen. And now we can embellish it. We can talk about the continuity problem is the only problem there is. So we state what the problem is and say, the continuity problem is the only problem there is. This tree can't solve the continuity problem. Okay, this tree can't solve the continuity problem. This tree doesn't need to be this tree. Instead of this tree, the vision of oneness arises, which solves the continuity problem right now. So we can bookend the basic affirmation with talking about the continuity problem. Going to the beach. Let's see, the continuity problem is the only problem we have. Going to the beach can't solve the continuity problem. Going to the beach isn't necessary. So we say that because it's an action. So what we're introducing here is a difference between an action, two things, the bookends of continuity and the action. Instead of looking at something, we're going somewhere, doing something. Going to the beach. Going to the beach isn't necessary. We say, instead of going to the beach, the vision of oneness is seen, which effortlessly resolves a continuity problem right now. So, going somewhere, we can say that going to this place doesn't solve the continuity problem. The continuity problem is the only problem I have. Going to the store can't solve the continuity problem. Going to the store isn't necessary. Instead of going to the store, the vision of oneness is seen, which effortlessly resolves the continuity problem right now. So that's another basic format. You're bookending it with continuity, and we're doing something. So we might say, dancing to this song can't solve the continuity problem. The continuity problem is the only problem I have. Dancing to this song can't solve the continuity problem. Dancing to this song isn't necessary. Instead of dancing to this song, the vision of oneness is seen and effortlessly resolves the continuity problem right now. Okay, so we can do all sorts of things as far as action goes. We're hiking, we say. Hiking can't solve the continuity problem. Hiking isn't necessary. Instead of hiking, the vision of oneness arises in the most sublime and beautiful way and solves the continuity problem effortlessly right now. We can embellish the last part. And let's say we're swimming. Swimming can't solve the continuity problem. Instead, swimming isn't necessary. Instead of swimming, the vision of oneness is seen and effortlessly solves the continuity problem right now. Boating. Let's say we're boating. We say, the continuity problem is my only problem. Boating can't solve the continuity problem. Boating isn't necessary. Instead of boating, the vision of oneness is seen as it effortlessly dawns with great glory and exquisite delight, peacefully and easily resolving the continuity problem right now, this very moment, this very instant. So you add some embellishment to the end. To taste. It's like seasoning the taste. What we're giving you here is meat and potatoes. Basic stuff. Or tofu and potatoes. And it's the basic stuff. And then you want to season it. Put some salt, put some pepper, put some butter, put some garlic, salt, whatever you want to put on it. Season it a little bit. To taste. Season to taste. So these affirmations can be seasoned to taste. But keep the basic format, the meat and potatoes. So it's got a kick to it. It has to have a real kick to it. Whatever I'm doing, this talking can't solve the continuity problem. This talking isn't necessary. Instead of this talking, the vision of oneness is seen as it effortlessly dawns with great majesty, resolving the continuity problem instantly. There you go. See, that's a little embellishment there, right at the end. The continuity problem is the only problem I have. This walk I'm taking can't solve the continuity problem. This walk that I'm taking isn't necessary. This walk that I'm taking, instead of this walk that I'm taking, the sublime vision of oneness is seen, arising with utter exquisiteness and gentleness, instantly resolving the continuity problem. Okay, another embellishment. Some people like a little more salt, some like a little more pepper, whatever is fine. We're not robots. We're the data society, the data-driven world is turning us into robots and trying to impose machine language, machine intelligence, artificial intelligence upon us, which we certainly don't want, and have every right to say thanks but no thanks. So these affirmations are reminding us of where our true home is. The vision of oneness solves the continuity problem. So solving the continuity problem enables us to accept where our true home really is and realize that we never left. All right. So we can practice if this light is going to work or not. I don't know. Sure, why not? This run that I'm on can't solve the continuity problem. So repeat after me. This run that I'm on can't solve the continuity problem. This run that I'm on isn't necessary. Instead of this run that I'm on, the exquisite vision of oneness is seen, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem right this moment. This walk that I'm on can't resolve the continuity problem. This walk that I'm on isn't necessary. Instead of this walk that I'm on, the vision of oneness is seen, effortlessly dawning with sublime majesty, softly and gently resolving the continuity problem right this instant. This vacation that I'm taking can't resolve the continuity problem. This vacation I'm taking isn't necessary. Instead of this vacation I'm taking, oneness is seen, resolving the continuity problem perfectly this very instant. This place that I'm going to can't resolve the continuity problem. Going to this place isn't necessary. Instead of going to this place, the vision of oneness arises, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem this instant. This dance that I'm engaged in can't solve the continuity problem. This dance that I'm engaged in isn't necessary. Instead of this dance that I'm engaged in, the vision of oneness arises with sublime beauty, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem right now, this very instant. Okay, we won't overdo it here. I won't overload you. Climbing the ladder a little bit. This dance that we're engaged in, what is this dance? The existence. What are we trying to do? We're trying to find a way to destroy reality. Which is impossible. So we're looking for something that can teach us how to do that, really. And of course we hide this, desperately try to hide this and make it seem like this existence is some wonderful journey into higher and higher realms, etc., etc., etc. No, it's not. So we need to make affirmations that affirm the truth that the continuity problem is the only problem that I have. This talk can't solve the continuity problem. This talk isn't necessary. Instead of this talk, the vision of oneness is seen, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem right now. Okay, that refers to everything. It refers to this talk, which can't resolve the continuity problem. This prayer can't resolve the continuity problem. Start out, the continuity problem is the only problem I have. This prayer cannot resolve the continuity problem. This prayer isn't necessary. Instead of this prayer, the vision of oneness arises, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem instantly. Okay, that is the basic format. The continuity problem is the only problem that I have. This listening that I'm doing can't solve the continuity problem. This listening isn't necessary. Instead of this listening, the vision of oneness effortlessly arises, gently solving the continuity problem this very moment. Alright, so you can throw a little variation in. Again, we're not robots on running some software, okay? We're divine beings created by the Prime Creator who are pretending to be something else, pretending to be capable of destroying themselves, which is, they're not capable of that. We are not capable of destroying ourselves, or we're not capable of destroying anything that is real. All that we're destroying are illusions, symbols, mirages, imagined phantoms. That's it. Hypotheticals, really, is what it really is, hypotheticals. We say, what if there were this thing? And what if we could destroy this thing? And what if we did destroy this thing? All simple hypotheticals. This world is not our home, and we need to continue to assert that we're entitled to realize that we never left home. Okay, so this video, to recap, we used bookends of stating what the problem is. The continuity problem is the only problem we have, and we end up with the vision of oneness easily resolves the continuity problem right now. And then we use the form of doing something. And how do we, when we're doing something, how do we use affirmations? Well, we say this eating, or let's say we're eating. A lot of us, we spend a lot of time eating. The continuity problem is the only problem we have. This eating can't resolve what I'm eating. Let me say this eating that I'm engaged in can't solve the continuity problem. This eating that I'm engaged in is unnecessary. Instead of this eating that I'm engaged in, the vision of oneness is seen, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem this very instant. Okay, so whatever you're engaged in, whatever activity, this walk that I'm on, the show that I'm watching, this watching of a show can't resolve the continuity problem. Watching the show can't resolve the continuity problem. Watching the show isn't necessary. Instead of watching the show, the vision of oneness arises, effortlessly resolving the continuity problem right this instant. So you can bookend it. To make it more powerful, bookend it with the continuity problem is the only problem I have. What I'm doing can't solve the continuity problem. Alright? Then what I'm doing, therefore, isn't necessary from an ultimate standpoint. Of course, eating is necessary, but from the standpoint of resolving the continuity problem, it's unnecessary. And then saying, instead of what I'm doing, the vision of oneness is seen, and that effortlessly resolves the continuity problem right this instant. That's the basic form, advanced form of bookends and action. Okay, very great. We'll see you in the next video.